course, for coughing. It's August 16th. And so today we're going to go over taking pretty pictures. I'm going to mute you guys just for a minute. Taking pretty pictures, different apps that we use to take pictures, or how I, even when I take a picture using my camera or my Insta stories, you know, what filters I use best, what kind of things. And I'm in my office, so I'm even going to show you guys. So Mark's aunts came over yesterday, and she changed in our office gym for the hot tub. And she said, you know, I got to tell you, when I see your workout videos, I always think you just have your phone propped up on like a phone, like a book, or between like a book and something on a counter. But I have that thing in the corner. And so what that is that's actually a ring light. It's a cheaper version of a ring light. And then I have, don't mind my little PJ shorts. And y'all know I don't wear underwear, so here we go with that, right? Recording! So I have tripod. And so I was doing the Built to Last for an emerald gift. This is now going to be my emerald gift going forward. And for those of you who have already hit emerald, a double emerald, so 2 coaches on each side, or Jess for you, like from now, to add 2 more coaches, 1 on each leg, and then I send you one of these. So this is nice because I can put my phone this way, I can wrap it around, these things kind of wrap around, you can also just kind of stick it up. So it also, you can just throw this in your purse and take it with you. So if you're going hiking, boom, boom, takes a beautiful pictures of you with a backdrop. I like to throw it on, I use the Camera Plus app. That's an app that I recommend. I don't use the HDR filter as much, but it's really pretty for pictures that are far away. It does not work with any kind of selfie, but if you're doing like, if you have a picture of you in front of like the ocean, it's really pretty with that. It kind of gives it like a halo glow around the picture. So I like Camera Plus, but also I like Camera Plus because there's a 5, 15, and 30-second timer. I know that my phone also has a timer, but for some reason, my phone does like a burst of 10 pictures when I use the timer, and I hate that, and I can't fix it or edit it, and I'm not even gonna try. So for me, I go into Camera Plus, set it up on a timer, selfie mode. That's how I take my sweaty selfies all the time, guys. So it's not, you know, no one wants to see you in the same picture, position, background every day. Like they're not going to read what you have to say. So you need to, you know, go outside, take a sweaty selfie outside. Guys, you can also, so today, I don't have it in here, but it's literally like, I've used this to prop up my phones before. Yes, they're my cones. Like you can use anything to prop up your phone. Normally, when I come live to you guys down here, my phone is propped up on that light, that blue right here. Because this is a light that I got off of Amazon for my desk. And I like it because it also has like, it has a blue, a white, and then like a hue. And I know that's hard for you guys to see on video. But I bought that for my desk even because when I'm on video or when I'm doing live, like the lighting isn't always great because if the light is behind you, like look at me, right? If I'm trying to make a video, if I'm going live, if I'm taking a picture, now you can actually see my face. And then you can even go, if you have a ring light, and it seems weird because the rest of the room is dark, but now I'm really light and the main focus. If there's no background light behind me, I'm a little foggy. So playing with that even in your pictures makes a difference. I'm gonna turn my light back on because I'm sitting here in the dark. So, oh crap, I didn't bring it down. All right, I'm gonna do a contest. April sent me, I feel bad when she sends me these cool things and then I don't use them. But I'm like, whatever, I'll recycle them for my team. So she sent me a ring light for my cell phone, which is really cool, but I don't use it. I want it in like February or March, and I haven't even opened it. And so I'm going to give it to you guys. So I have that big ring light. Okay. And I'm going to bring it over here real quick. Sorry. I keep getting up and moving, but so I'm going to turn that off. And this has a long cord, so I just kind of drag it around my room. And the one that I got, well, now it's going to be hard to see in there. The one that I got, April sent this to me as a birthday gift, but it's also a diamond gift, guys. So if you hit diamond, you get this ring light from me. Or maybe it's 1 star, I'm not sure, I have to check. But it had a selfie thing right here. I broke it, I busted it. So right now I just twist that guy around it right here. But Julie's face is frozen really weird. Does anybody else see that? It was really funny, right? Okay, it wasn't just me. So I just moved this thing all around. Yeah, so let me show you. It's like the light that this thing puts off is intense, but it also like gives you, I'm in complete darkness in here, guys. And how I've never, like, it's beautiful lighting, right? Agreed? Like, so this is eye-catching. This is scroll stopping. You can also get this kind of lighting by natural sunlight. So set your phone up in a window facing you, like you're looking out into the window, the natural light is hitting you, right? Also be careful with lights. See how I'm getting a glare on the thing behind me? This is now your job, guys. It is your job to take, whoa, I have no lights on. Hang on. Okay. I also don't know what I did with my water. That's going to be a problem because dry mouth. Anyways, so it is now your job to take pretty, appealing pictures. Now, when I say pretty pictures, I don't mean that you have to have makeup and your hair fixed, because you guys have seen my page. The pictures need to look pretty, okay? Now in the stories, you'll see laundry in my bed, on my bed. You'll see that behind me in a picture. If I take like if I'm taking a picture in my bedroom and there's laundry on my bed, I don't move that for the stories. But if I'm taking a picture to put on my page, it's moved. It's cleared away. And I'm not trying to give the facade of my life as something different. I want people's attention. Now, if it's purposely a messy, like mom life post, that's different. But if I'm trying to take a picture of me in a nice outfit or something, I don't want a bunch of crap randomly screwed around whatever. And I want good lighting, right? So right now, lately, the only app I've been using to edit photos is Snapseed. I really like it. I like the pop filter. So when you're in Snapseed, if you guys have questions, you can unmute yourself or chat. Either is fine. Can you do portrait mode on a timer though? And do you have to be within it? Like, is it weird on a certain, because I know sometimes mine is weird on a certain distance. Right? Like it's like you move further away, natural light. I'm like.
You have to be like 8 feet about them.
Which is usually what I am for sweaty stuff. Maybe I'll try that.
It'll tell you to move further away for it to be like that.
Okay. So maybe I'll try that, because I mean, it is an extra step for me to go into Camera Plus, but I don't care. Also, I can take several in Camera Plus and I don't have to save them to my camera roll. I only save the one I want. So I can go into Camera Plus and I take a couple and then they just stay in the app unless you actually save them to your phone. Then I take them from my phone and I put them into Snapseed and I edit them. I brighten them. There's also a bright in there which I love for like selfies. Like if you've ever seen my like really like whited out pictures of like me and Cora or anything like that, that's that one. And I use that one to brighten up. And sometimes it'll make it darker. So you have to like, it depends on the picture, right? But also in Snapseed, you can even go in and it has your last edits. Yeah.
What filter did you say this was?
In Snapseed, let's all, if you have it, go into it. If you don't, that's fine. In Snapseed, you have to open a picture. So you click open, put a picture in there. Actually, I wanted to do this anyway. So open.
Give me 1 second to catch up. Okay.
Okay. Let me
I'm
grab
with
my
you.
water. You guys all pull
Okay.
up Snapseed if you have it. I'm going to grab my water. If not, you can take notes. My kids are in the tubby right now.
I love Tubby.
I love my hot tubby.
I did Tubby last night for like, I'm almost embarrassed to admit this. But it was like an hour and a half.
You just like prune up in there. Do you like add more hot water?
Well, yeah, it gets too cold. Yeah. Yeah, I drain it and then like I don't completely drain it, but I like let some out and then add hot.
Okay, so here is a selfie I took of myself with my meds in the hot tub. And I don't even always make the same face, but I make sure that it doesn't look like I'm pooping or that I'm like really angry or, you know, something like that, right? Like it can't be like I mean, unless you're really going for like, this is what I do, right? Whatever. So have a decent background, good lighting, and then I go into, and it already has my last edits. Well, I don't want that one because that was the morning one, which I only use when I really need to brighten something up because it does make the bottom of it a little yellow. So you have to check that. But I really like the bright one and the pop. Now this one, the bright one, it's nice, but it kind of washes it out a little too much. I know that's hard to see, but it's really, really light. So instead I would go with the pop, which does like bring out the freckles on my chest and sometimes the freckles in my face, but it makes the picture pop more and I feel like it's a little bit more scroll stopping. So I also don't wear makeup. I'm totally cool with the fact that I don't wear makeup. It's also kind of my tribe. I don't see any of you guys with makeup on a Saturday morning. So like, again, you don't have to, you know, like if you follow the Melanie Mitros and the Lindsay Matways out there, I mean, I don't know if they ever show up without their hair done and their makeup on. And I'm like, what? Right? That doesn't have to be like, you can be whatever you're supposed to be, you guys. You're trying to find people you want to hang out with. So be yourself. Like the reason that I found you guys and that I like hanging out with you guys is that I figured out what I enjoy. I figured out that it's okay to like what I like, talking about our Brave this morning. And now I'm finding other people who also like that like. So it's important for you to be true to you are, to show up as you are. So when you find your tribe, you guys just click. Right? And it's not like, oh, I didn't know we had all these like things in common. You already know, or they already know because they're out there. So on Tuesday, I'm hosting Michael's call about sharing your story when you don't feel like there's a story to share. And I feel like that's a good one for us all. So put that on your calendars. That's Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on Michael's link. And she shared with us and we can hop on for that. Okay, so then you can even go into the tools and you can rotate or you can crop. There is a bunch of other stuff in there. Gonna be honest with you, all I do is looks and cropping, really. If I need to flip the picture or rotate it, that's it. But I crop it into a square or I crop it and then I'm done. And so I am gonna crop this one in a square because I like to see here what it looks like in a square because that's what Instagram is. And I usually just post the same stuff. So here's another thing too, guys. To each their own, right? But I'm just going to share it. So I was able to crop this. There is a tiny, tiny, tiny line of cleavage. Like so tiny. It's like a fingernail. I'm cropping it out because I'd have to crop out something anyways. I'm weird with my chest. Like, so just boom, that's cropped out. Ta-da. So, and then I export, save, and then modify. Now this picture is saved, edited already into the original picture. It doesn't save an additional one. It just edits that picture. Okay. And so now that's the picture that I'm going to use. Try to keep it unless, okay guys, if I go to a birthday party and I'm uploading a bunch of pictures of my kids or something, I'm going to put those into an album and that is one post and that's fine. But the rest of your, like your social media posts should be, I really like one picture, like 3 max, and it depends on what they are. Because you have literally 3 seconds. How fast does your thumb go? No, take that back. How fast did your thumb go before Beachbody? Because you scroll slower now, right? You didn't give a flying hoot what anybody, right? So also keep in mind that I know that you see coaches with these pictures of them in like Mexico and Punta Cana, but like the people who you're talking to, they're still dreaming about that vacation and they're thinking that vacation isn't a reality to them. But being able to buy groceries or pay your cell phone bill or get yourself a massage, that's relatable. So make sure that you're sharing all of your victories where you are right now. And it's cool to share, you know, to share some stuff like, hey, my, you know, like my company, or I have the possibility to earn a free trip in 2021 to whatever. And, you know, I'm going to do that because I haven't been on a trip in forever and traveling just, you know, like a vacation like this just isn't in whatever, right? Whatever. So you can speak that into existence. Okay. So Snapseed for pictures editing. You can also buy presets. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not the person to ask about that. I would actually like April to maybe host a call for us on presets if you guys are interested. I don't even think, maybe she can just go live in our team page because I don't think it's a whole call worthy. But what it is basically somebody else has already like tweaked everything about a filter, like lighting and all of that. And you can just pay for that preset setting instead of going in and messing with it every time. And then it's just an easy like preset this picture, and then it's boom, edited, boom, edited, boom, edited. Okay. You may not be there right now. That's fine. I feel like I might be. So maybe I can just have April go live in our team page and then we can all have the info to go from there. So I will ask about that because I haven't used any of those. And I am big on if it's free, it's for me. So, right? Let's go with that. So Camera Plus, I like that special. In Camera Plus, it's the special filters and it's the HDR. And that's what I really like for far away, like especially like landscape setting pictures. It's really pretty. So like pictures that I have of Mark and I from the cruise and like we're in front of the ocean, that would maybe be the filter that I use. It's really pretty. It also like pops out like the blue hues and it brings out things like that. So that's a nice one. So there's Photofy that you can use for collages. Let's talk about before and afters. The before is always first. The after is always second. We read right to left. Your pictures need to go the same way. So before is on the right, after is on the left. Okay? I need you to go in and make sure they're the same size. I don't want your before picture being all small and your after picture being all big. That's distorting for the eyes. I don't want them to be two separate pictures. Split pick is great. Split pick is great, and I'm going to do that one second. So there are benefits to either, and I'll share why I tend to be more of a Photofy fan. So you can even go, if you're going into just Photofy, as soon as you go to collages, you add your 2 pictures, you hit next. On that first screen, you can actually adjust where that line splits in that picture. So if you have a picture that is bigger and you need more room on the left, you can move that. but it has to be on that very first screen. When you first go into the pictures, you're able to move that. Once you hit okay, you cannot move that. You have to go back and start again. Okay? So that's step one. You can move that if you need to. Play around with this, guys. You can do this on a Saturday. This is something you can play around with. It's important to know. I'm glad we're going over this. I was like, do I really have anything to talk about on this topic? And now I'm like, oh, I'm going to run out of time. So second on the Photo-Fi is when you hit done, then go to, let me pull it in here. I don't want to tell you guys the wrong thing. I also have all my Beachbody apps, so I have an iPhone. I have a group, a Beachbody group, and I have all my phone editing apps in there. I have Zoom apps in there. I have my Bot app in there. I have my Coach Online Office app in there. I have Evernote in there. I have BB Links in there. I have Audible in there. I have all the apps, Video Shop, iMovie. All those apps are in my Beachbody group. Hang on. So in my iPhone, I have like, you know how you have like one of those groups, right? So in my group, now I've got all my Beachbody apps, all of them together. Okay? All right. So what was I in? Photo-Fi. All right. So we're in Photo-Fi. Let me pick two pictures. We'll go this. Okay. 2 pictures. Keep it to 2, maybe 3. If they're all, like, if it's your transformation, if you can get all 3, back, side, front, if you want to put all in there, that's it. Okay? I don't like, and I'm not saying this like, I love how Holly does her collages for our challenge group. But when she sent them to me, I told her, next time you make one, make just 2 pictures, because she does all 3 pictures on the top, all 3 pictures on the bottom. So it's a collage of 6, which is great for the group. Great for the challenge group. Great way to put all pictures in there together. All stats, love it. If you're sharing, you need to break it down. It needs to be just 1 and 1. So either you pick the front or you pick the side and you show the before and after. Because I need it to be scroll stopping. I need it to be exactly what it is. I need them to see what they're looking at, not a bunch, right? I need it to be big. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so going on with Photo-Fi. All right, so I'm in here. And this is where I can click on that middle one and you'll see the side arrows. You can actually move it. See how I'm moving that? I'm actually moving the size. I know it's a little confusing there. Okay, so I move that. It's not in the middle, whatevs. And I hit apply. Next is edit layout. Go to border. And take it all the way down from size. Get rid of that border. Get rid of that white border on the outside. Okay, so go to border. What? Why do I turn my camera backwards? Okay. I don't know. I think that was something else. Okay. Apply. Apply. And then you can move them. So I got there. And then I got there, and if you tap on them, you can replace or swap, right? Make sure there's no white on the outside. You can zoom them in, pull them out, try to make them the same size. I always try to have, like, I try to line up my body with the other body, right? You really want it to be exactly what it is. And then if you want to, you can do text. I don't really like Photo-Fi text. I think Word Swag or you can use Photo-Fi text. But honestly, guys, I don't even really put text on these pictures anymore. Like, I put the text in the things, you know? So, and then you hit done and it'll save. And I'm not going to save because I already have that one in there. So the reason why I still use Photo-Fi is because for some reason, my phone actually puts all my Photo-Fi pictures into an album. So when I'm going back to look for a transformation picture to send somebody else, I can just go into that album Photo-Fi and send it, and I don't have to scroll down through all of my pictures. So that is helpful for me. However, I do think that I paid and got rid of the Photo-Fi watermark, like $1. If you're going to use this all the time, guys, it's worth it. Okay. Split pick. I have not paid to, I don't even know if you can take the thing off Split Pick. I'm not even sure. Split Pick is similar in that you can do the collages, but in Split Pick, you can actually blur out that middle line. And I know Jess has used split pick, but I don't think she's blurred, so I'm going to show. Here we go. I'm just going to take any two pictures here. I get ads all the time in split pick. I hate it. I exit out of it half the time because I'm like, what the crap? I don't want this. All right. Me and a joint and Harley. Here we go. So if I'm good with this, then click on these three. Wait, no, that's not it. All right, so this dot here, if you put it in the middle here, why isn't it working all the way up? Maybe it is. I don't know. It blurs the line. If you move the dot halfway through, it blurs the line. Okay, so that's a cool thing about split pick if you're doing, you know, it just kind of morphs that picture in. So if you've seen that where the before and after kind of morph, like the pictures morph together, that's split pick. That's how they're doing that. And that little dot you can slide on there. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know how to do anything in split pick other than that. So there you go. Let's see. So word swag is a decent one for words. You can also like lighten a picture. Like if you put a picture in there, you can lighten it. So you can put the words on top. You can darken a picture and put the words on top. I have Audible. I have the podcast app. I have Evernote. I have the BB Links. Beachbody On Demand, iMovie. Honestly, guys, I used to use iMovie. Now I really prefer Video Shop because I feel like Video Shop cuts out less of my screen of my movies.
Krista, I used split pick.
Jess, what was your question about turning my camera around? What are you talking about?
So, like right now, when I'm looking at my camera, like my right hand is on the right hand, you know, like it's like directly across. It mirrors.
Yeah.
Yours is not mirrored. So like if you were to watch me, I'll show you. I need to change ears because the microphone's on this side. So like if you watch me open this, doesn't it look like I'm like what it would normally look like opening it?
No,
like,
I see. It looks that's on the left side of me. Oh, no, that's my right hand.
It's my left hand.
Okay, that's on my right side.
Like when you close your, when you screw your caps on, it looks backwards to me. Yeah.
That's backwards?
It looks like it to me. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I have never noticed this before and it's a normal thing.
I don't know, but we're running out of time.
Yeah, don't dwell on it.
So this isn't
Let's move forward.
Just my laptop might be weird.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Okay. So, do you guys have any questions about apps and editing photos? Before and afters, any of that right now? Okay, good. Do you have any questions about how and where to set up your camera to take pictures? Go ahead.
I don't think it's really weird.
Go ahead. Krista first.
You know my living room, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where to take pictures besides by my door. That's where I get the most sunlight.
Right. So you have a big window, right?
This sucks.
You have a big window and a big door. So if you don't want to always just be standing in front of your door taking a selfie, I would open the door, I would open the window, and set your phone up on your couch facing you, like in front of that back wall. Like not all the way in front of the back wall, but like in the middle of your living room or, you know, whatever. But I would have the picture coming from that angle and open up all those avenues. So you can take them standing in front of your door, a couple, but play around with opening those up and setting up your phone and taking a picture some way that way. Also, go outside and take one. Like guys, if you notice, anytime there's pictures of my food, you can see my picnic table underneath it or my front doormat because I'm standing in my front door taking a picture of my food so I can open it and get the light. When you're taking pictures of food, that is super important. Food does not look appealing. You ever notice that? Food pictures are like, why doesn't this look good? You have to get natural light for food. So take your plate outside, take it to the door. If you have a ring light, you can try that, but honestly, natural light is the best. And then be careful editing pictures with food because sometimes they just look bad if you edit them too much. So good lighting. Sometimes I've used that pop filter in Snapseed. It depends on the picture and the food, honestly. But natural light is best, always, right? And you don't have to, and that's even just something, guys, you eat 3 healthy meals a day. I need you to put one of them on your stories, right? You work out for 30 minutes a day. I need some kind of evidence on your stories. You use some kind of Beachbody products, even if it's just Beachbody on demand every day. I need to see some evidence. So guys, like maybe you need to, I like to almost like people can expect something from me. Like people can now expect to see some kind of either workout video or me drinking my mom juice or a picture of my mom juice in the morning now, right? It's only been like 2 weeks. Maybe you do a simple, so like Jess does her breakfast. Maybe she does a story with her breakfast, or she goes live on Instagram stories every morning. It's Instagram stories though. It goes away in 24 hours. So you're live, but only for the day. And the benefit of the live is just so you don't have to like upload all those individual stories. So if you're going to do that every day, like Angie Acox,
Which I need to learn how to do.
Right. Okay. Angie Acox goes live every day when she comes down to her workout space, and she just talks for like 5 to 7 minutes while she's drinking her Energize. That's it, right? And so maybe you walk downstairs or you walk into the living room every day and you do a story like, okay, time to commute to the gym. Okay, we're here. This is how easy. And that doesn't have to be the same thing every day, but like maybe one day it's like, you know what, really wasn't feeling it, but it's really hard to argue with my commute. So, and then walk into the next room and be like, I'm here. And then just end, right? And like whatever. So, switch it up, make it fun, make it different. And just think about throughout the day too, guys, think about the little excuses that you told yourself, like that you couldn't get to a gym, that you couldn't find time, that you couldn't do it. Like maybe you pause after your workout and you find a space like on the screen where they show the second modifier, and you just take a snapshot of the second modifier and you share that aspect of the workouts, right? So make sure that you're showing up and sharing the things that you're doing every day in the stories. I really loved that Instagram connection thing that I shared with you guys. Like it was amazing. I was so tired Thursday night after team call. I wanted to go to bed, but I just couldn't stop listening. And then I was like, why am I just listening to this? This is amazing. And I started doing the stuff, and I will tell you that I spent 30 minutes doing stuff on Instagram on Thursday night, didn't send a single invite. I've gotten like 50 followers. I have all kinds of interaction on my page, and I'm like, hot damn, like this is awesome. Didn't send a single invite, guys. I didn't even comment on a single post. I liked pictures, I followed people, and I did a couple other things. I made a story, and so she had us make like you're doing like interaction things, like to get interaction on your page, to get followers, right? So, and her tips on how to get followers on Instagram was awesome. Awesome. So I'm not going to go through it because we only have 3 minutes here. I want you to watch it. I shared it. I want you to put that on your to-do list to do this weekend. Like watch the video and do the things. It's only an hour. I was up for the whole thing. So do it. And even like I would be down, I'm going to print the tracker that it was the image that she had with that too. And I would totally be down to do that maybe every other week, maybe once a week. We'll see. Like maybe that could be our Tuesday night thing. But it's just networking. Like, and I love that first, like, I'm sure they might have sent messages. I don't even know if they did. I think it's just networking. Like it was just straight networking. And I love that because like you get out of your head and you just do it. Like you just make friends and have, and right. And it's not like, oh, I need to invite 5 people. And it's just like, I'm just having fun making friends. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. And I've gotten so much more interaction on my pictures and my stuff on my Instagram since then. So do it, do it, do it. What else? Okay. So your page, I want you guys to give me one good post a day, right? And how you do that is when something comes to mind, you save that post somewhere, right? Send it to yourself in Facebook Messenger. I send stuff. So like Mark has Facebook, but he never uses Facebook. So I send anything I need to save to Mark Ludwig in a Facebook instant messenger. So if your significant other has Facebook and never uses it, and be like, babe, this is now going to be my note section. And you can also save in Evernote, right? And be like, so next time you get a Facebook message from me, ignore it. That's just me working, right? Sometimes I'll send it to Val, but it gets lost in there because we talk too much. So if you talk too much with somebody, it's going to get lost in there. Literally, anytime I need anything, I just go to my messages with Mark and I'm like, oh, there it is. Right? So that's a nice tip. Also, you can use Evernote. But when something comes to mind, I need you to put it down somewhere. And then even like, then you can focus on a picture for it. Or maybe you have the picture first and you have the post in mind. Or you have to figure out the post. Either or, but when you're in a space that is pretty, take pictures. Have somebody take pictures of you and not all the same, just standing there smiling, looking pretty. Do other things. Be you. Anytime anybody tells me to take a picture, I have to remember like, okay, actually stand and smile. Because normally I'm like, and then I get these pictures back and I'm like, why don't you people tell me to look normal? Like I can't use this, right? So take some normal and take some you. Set up the timer, take pictures when you're doing things that you're doing throughout work. And anytime, start tagging people in Instagram stories. And when they do that, add to story, share. So your stories are coming from other people and they're seeing other things too. Do you guys have any questions before we go? Oh, picture, hurry, Holly, every time. Hi, where are you, boo? I'm taking one. Oh, there she goes. Cheese. Okay. Did I get you smiling? Yes. Okay. I don't think we have enough time for a boomerang, but we're going to try. Hurry. Do funny things. I'm getting it up.